So Paul, a disappointing result today, especially after a big win at Ebbsfleet last week. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, just didn't turn up first half. Got run over, and none of us saw it coming. I've got to be honest. They're a good side, Oxford City, and they did the same thing to us last year. But we only conceded the 1 goal last year, and we managed to come back and get, I think, a 2 or 3-1 win. But you can't, as a team, turn up like that for 45 minutes. Have so many players not run aggressively enough, not win their headers. Thought Oxford dominated, and we were lucky not to be 3 or 4-0 down, if we're being honest. We ended up 2-0 down. You asked for a response, which you shouldn't even have to ask for. I think we created 7 chances in the first 25 minutes of the second half. Got the crowd going, got the crowd behind us. Scored the goal. Had more chances after that. Wally, I think, is through on goal, should score. Wally with a header at the back post. Jake McCarthy heads over. But it would just have masked the first half performance, really. I mean, yeah, we may have nicked a point and we might have deserved a point, but no, I think Oxford, in my opinion, came here more determined, which hurts me to say. Run more than us, which hurts me to say, and thoroughly deserved the win based upon their first half performance. And it's really important that the players understand that teams will come here and try probably even harder. But the second half, we did to them what probably Maidstone did to them at their place. But we should have taken more of the chances. We didn't. We had a brilliant spell for 20 minutes, but I thought Oxford were very clever. They slowed the game down. They went down injured. They kicked the ball away on about 8 occasions. Got no problem with it. At the end of the day, they're here to win a football match, and I thought that they managed the game second half after that storm, and we couldn't really get going again. But how many corners do we have? How many times do they win the ball than us? So like I said, credit to Oxford. But we got a dressing room in there that feels disappointed in itself, because I think we haven't talked enough about the Ebbsfleet game. We've gone away to Ebbsfleet and won. Not many teams are going to do that this year, and it just feels a little bit like we've thrown those 3 points away. Having said that, next 2 weeks are big for us now. I think we're at home now in the FA Cup. We need to win that. And then if we can go and nick a win at St Albans, we end up with 12 points from 6 games, which is mainly that wins your leagues. I've said that all along, 2 points a game. So, whilst we're suffering disappointment, angry at the moment, in 2 weeks' time we could be sat here away at St Albans saying, actually, it's been a great start. We're through in the FA Cup. We got 12 points from 6 games. It's just we're doing it in a roundabout way. But just so disappointed with the first half. I'd just say none of us, me, Jamie, Birdie, just didn't see that coming. They trained well this week. They're in a real good mood after beating Ebbsfleet, and as I said, it was a non-event from us, wasn't it?
You brought Billy Clifford on just before the break. Was that tactical, or did Sam Agri re-aggravate something? No,
listen, we wanted to play 3 up top. We also thought with Roberts as well, against his old team. It was a chance to get back to playing 3 up, which is what we always wanted to do. Clifford was outstanding when he came on. I thought he changed the whole game for us. But Mags has been struggling a little bit with sciatica, and I think he had a little bit of an issue with that during the week. I think Ellie's given birth to his baby daughter, which is great news for him this week. But Magri gets in my team 9 times out of 10, or 99 times out of 100, to be honest. So yeah, we looked at it. It was pretty clear from watching it. It wasn't just Mags, by the way. I had 7 or 8 players out there that just weren't themselves and weren't at it. And I thought bringing Billy on when we did was actually a real chance that we nearly saved the game.
2-0 down at the break, obviously. What was your approach at half time? What was said?
Jamie, I think Jamie's come out and quite forcefully told the players that wasn't acceptable. You don't want to obviously hear the language on this video, but yeah, it wasn't acceptable in any shape or form. We made a few tweaks and a few changes, and that made a huge difference. But why did we wait to the 46th minute to wake up and actually want to start playing this particular football match.
And now, like you say earlier, it's a day to forget, but we move on swiftly to...
Listen, in football, you know, you get your highs, you get your lows, and today's a low. But as I said, if you were to fast forward 2 weeks, assuming that we can get a win against Beaconsfield and we nick a win against St Albans, then I'll be sat here saying to you, we've had a brilliant start. I think we've had 5 of the top 6 from last season. You know, we weren't in that top 6 last season. We got a new group, and the new group maybe needs to understand from us, you know, how much we do expect every week. But as I said, I can't. It's just seeing this team play against Ebbsfleet and Hampton away, and well in the first game. You know, they've gone and thrown in only a 45 minutes, but it was an important 45 because we didn't recover from it. And it was, as I said, it was something that we can't allow that to happen again.
Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, Ryan.